This guy's everywhere.
Marijuana Day, everybody! Thank you very much for coming out here to the Ministry of Health, despite the weather. And just a couple of things to ask. The one being the most obvious, please make sure if people are walking along the sidewalk that they can get through. They may not all be coming for cookies. People are working. But the other really weird one is the security guard asked me to make sure people don't smoke underneath this overhang where there's this no smoking sign. Oddly, being out here on the sidewalk, doing the right thing on the lawn and such is okay with them. But yeah, thank you for accommodating with these two little details here. So, my name is Ted Smith. I'm the president of the International Hempology 101 Society. Thank you. This is the 16th year that we've had an event on November 15th to bring attention to medical marijuana, the laws, the medicine itself, clubs like ours. But I'm in a way sad to say this is the last time we're going to gather on November 15th. At least for Medical Marijuana Day. Now, it won't be the last cookie giveaway. Don't worry. It won't be the last rally either. But it's kind of a funny story. 17 years ago, they had a rally in Washington, D.C. and San Francisco. They called it International Medical Marijuana Day, even though it was in 2 cities in the States. And so in 1995, when I moved here, you know, it's like we need celebrations, we need reasons to get together, you know, causes to, you know, celebrate. And so, you know, one of the first things I did, like, you know, when I started here in September 95 was find out about medical marijuana and that we had a Medical Marijuana Day, and we made it international by having a rally here. And the following year, in some ways unfortunately, but in other ways fortunately, Prop 215 was on the ballot in California and in Washington State actually, and a lot of initiative in the US was happening, but they didn't do Medical Marijuana Day. We kept it up here the last 16 years. Every year we've been like troopers, but usually we're by ourselves. It hasn't been truly International Medical Marijuana Day, but we've been doing it anyway. It's just and so last year, Americans for Safe Access decided they were going to actually do International Medical Marijuana Week. The funny part is they're doing it in February, it's not in November. And so we've decided to work in concert with the Americans and hopefully others around the world. So the good news is we're going to have another rally just like this. Maybe the odd cookie will be given out too. And it'll be in February, just like 3 months away from now. In fact, between, I think, February 13th, which is, I think the first event is going to be the rally on February the 13th, and February 20th, we have 10 events planned for 8 days. We're going to play movies, we're going to have lectures and events happen at the university, we're going to have a band play one night, we'll have our convention up at UVic. We're going to have a different event, not only over 8 days, but on some days there'll be multiple events. And so we're really looking forward to having International Medical Marijuana Week. Again, this February, there'll be lots of posters and advertisements about that. But this, again, will be the last November 15th that we gather. And so it's, in some ways, a sad day, but in other ways, it is a moment to celebrate because we're growing. It's, you know, 15, 16 years ago, we were on the margin. You know, we were considered to be, you know, fringe radicals. Where now medical marijuana is legal in Canada. There are businesses and organizations, you know, popping up every day, it seems. If you guys could keep that open there, please. People walking. Thanks, guys. There's been, you know, a lot of radical changes to, again, the point where we're going from a day to an entire week. And so, We've seen a tremendous amount of movement in these 16 years since these rallies started. In fact, 16 years ago today was essentially when myself and a number of other people signed a pledge to help everybody with medical marijuana. And from that meeting and the work I did, we founded the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada.